So, hello, and it's Friday, the 15th of January, and good morning to you, Aimee. It's afternoon, it's it's later afternoon in the UK here, but we're talking with Aimee Mosco, and she's been on in the group before. We talked about the power of affirmations, going back to the 20th of October. I looked it up and I couldn't believe how many months ago already.
I know.
And of course, this is a closely related topic, the power of intentions. And I thought, suddenly it dawned on me, Aimee's the best person to speak about this theme. It's really, really, she knows so much and she has such wisdom and knowledge to share. So who better?
Thank you.
Yeah. So if you just want to quickly recap, Aimee, what your background is, since 20th of October, we've had quite a few new members joining the group, so they wouldn't know you yet. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm Aimee, and I co-founded a company called Intentional Healing Systems. Intention is in the title of our company, the name of our company. Anyway, so we teach people, we created a system and we teach people how to create blueprints for creation. So, and part of the thing we do is we help a person rewire their energy field to align with their highest possible potential. So there are lots of pieces to that puzzle, and intentions is just one part of that. So I was so happy when you asked me to talk about intentions today because it is one of my favorite topics.
I can imagine. If it's in the name of your business, and yeah, obviously and it's part of your vision and your big purpose in life, isn't it?
Yes.
And to connect people more to their soul intentions.
Right.
So so from your perspective, what do you think is an intention? I mean, can you describe it from your viewpoint and what it means in terms of connecting to the powers of the universe?
Sure. So an intention is really a request from the universe for a specific group of frequencies with which to create. So, I mean, you create goals, right? And those are a little bit different than intentions, but you have to start with a goal. You have to figure out, or you have to define it exactly what it is that you want to do. And that goal becomes your commitment to yourself. That's between you and yourself. But when you express an intention, that is a request to the universe to help you meet this goal. But you need little bits and pieces that you don't have within you, or you may not be able to get to within you. So you enter a partnership with the universe and you ask for that to be delivered to you. And that's what an intention is.
Thank you for clarifying that, because I've always thought that the goal was more sort of from the head, and then the intention is more the heart and inspired by our feelings rather than our beliefs and our thoughts. So, but yeah, but certainly, obviously, the heart is the connection to the universal powers.
Absolutely.
Isn't it?
And they both play in your head and your heart. They work in tandem. When we're keeping those elements of self balanced as we're expressing goals and intentions, that's really ideal.
That's the best scenario. Great. I'm glad we got that clear, because I was so worried that are we focusing too much on one or the other, that it's definitely the harmonious balance of the both.
Exactly.
Brilliant. Yeah. So so why do so many of our good intentions sort of fall flat and we fail to materialize our dreams and wishes?
I love this question, because this is one that comes up all the time. Well, I stated my intentions and then nothing happened. All right, so it's a complicated venture. I mean, we create on the daily. We do it without even realizing that we're doing it. But when you're just stating an intention, there's so much behind that. Just say, for example, you want to heal your lung problem. All right. So you put it out there to the universe. All right, I want to heal my lung problem. I want to experience perfect form and function of my lungs. Well, your lungs, like your body's a message delivery center. Your lungs are telling you something. They're giving you a message about a lesson that you either need to learn, or you need to integrate, or you need to apply your skills associated with this lesson. And if you're not doing it, your lungs are going to continue to give you this message. So there's inner work to do. There are worldly intentions, and then there are like soul supporting intentions. And really the soul supporting intentions are the ones that support your worldly intentions. But a lot of times people just go to the worldly intentions and expect that miracles are going to happen, but you have to do the work. So stating an intention such as I choose to understand the message that my lungs are giving me is going to yield a different result than, all right, I choose to heal myself. No, you got to do the work first. You have to understand that message. So that was a really great question.
Fabulous. So I think focusing it back on my issue, I mean, I'm going back now 6 years when I was literally losing my whole life savings and putting it into a coffee shop venture, and also concerned about my mother's health at the time, which is fading rapidly. And, I was always focused on trying to do as much as possible, juggling many plates. And of course, what was the lesson was that it then impacted my physical health, and as it inevitably does, or if we just do too much and we don't protect our energy. And so I developed then a thyroid problem, and that's connected to anxiety and worry and so forth. But then from that, I think there has been like a serving up of the lesson for me that's telling me I'm having to live with it now, but it's telling me that I need to pay heed and to look after myself and to get that right balance between, exertion and trying to, wishing to do better and improve myself, but it's not necessarily improving myself in a balanced way that I can, look after my health.
Yeah, that's true. And that's a perfect opportunity. What you're describing is the perfect opportunity to really learn more and progress more on the spiritual level. Because when you start asking the questions, okay, where does this come from? Why do I feel like I need to prove myself? Why do I feel like I need to kill myself to get ahead in the world? When you start asking those questions, that's when you really grow. As the answers come, that's when you really grow. And that's the whole point. It's not really whether you can
deserve
how
it or
well
not.
you do in the world. It's more about how much you progress on the inside, and then that becomes a reflection. Like your world becomes a reflection of that.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. And so most desire will make intentions around better health, more money, so that it enables more choice, or more love, better harmonious relationships. So what can you suggest in that respect? How can we sort of be more aligned to tune into receiving that?
Okay, well, again, going back to the whole idea that that inner growth is really important. You just hit on the top three mechanisms that allow us to grow the most: health, relationships, and money. Those are our biggest lessons. They're not really the lessons per se. They're the vehicles that deliver the lessons. And we're so emotionally attached to all of those things that they represent big opportunities for growth. So once again, I recommend that you look inward. If you're having problems manifesting money, it's time to look inward and say, why am I blocking myself from having comfort or power or whatever it is that you associate with money? Why am I blocking myself from creating that experience? Look at your self-worth. Do I really believe and think that I'm worthy of experiencing comfort in life? And if that feels uncomfortable as you ask the questions, then you know that you have some work to do on that front. But we have to put ourselves in alignment with success. And whenever we have some sort of deficiency within us, whether it's self-worth or, self-love or not having faith in ourselves, then we kick ourselves out of alignment with a successful outcome. Even if the universe is delivering the energies to us, we're blocking receipt of those. So, yeah.
How difficult is it then to sort of like fake it till you make it, this idea of can we trick the universe into giving it
by that's not possible. But you can trick yourself. You can trick yourself. Right. So the fake it till you make it is more about training yourself to believe something. And that's part of creating, is actually believing that it's going to manifest. I mean, in the back of your mind, if you're always sabotaging yourself, saying, I want this, but I don't believe it's going to happen, that it's not going to happen. So that's where I think the whole fake it till you make it comes in. When you keep telling yourself, okay, I believe this is going to happen, I believe it's going to happen, then you actually start to believe that it's going to happen, and then you're aligning yourself with the universe.
So in that case, then doing affirmations, listening to meditations or guided meditations that reaffirm all this. And that's why with I do this with the energy alignment method because we do repeat certain things, and to not just repeating on releasing things, but also to make sure it's shifted, but also to affirm to something positive and go over it, and to do it as a daily routine, because obviously that sort of sustains the energy and keeps us in a higher frequency. So, but yeah, I totally get that, and it's sometimes difficult because we had this on the affirmations piece, isn't it? It's like, you know, how connected do you feel with that affirmations, and then it's then bring it back to that work on yourself. If there's something, there's a gap there, then you know we need to do the inner work.
Yeah. When you say an affirmation and you feel that, ooh, then you know you have some more work to do. When you say an affirmation, it feels really good. It's like, all right, you hit the jackpot.
Yeah, and of course it's like a muscle as well, isn't it? We got to keep stretching it and going, taking it up a notch each time. So and when we sort of start very low, then it's going to take us a little bit longer, possibly. I don't know. I mean, everybody's different, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, brilliant, thank you. And so what are your own intentions with regard to your own personal objectives or goals, and also with regard to your business? And I know you've got bigger plans, you've got such a big mission and vision to help, you know, humanity as a whole, not just, you know, your own little microcosm.
Yeah. No, I do. I have big plans, but my own personal intentions, they always revolve around growing my inner, my inner self, my inner spirit. I always want to grow. But, you know, like right now, what I'm working on is really getting clear about what my inner truth is. What is it? What do I do? What skills and abilities do I have? Do I need to remember the full impact of to bring them out? So that's what I'm currently working on. And of course, I always want to offer whatever I have to help others. I mean, I feel like, you know, my success is your success is our success. So whatever I can do to bring these skills and abilities out as they're becoming more clear to me, that's really what I want to do. So, and with our business, I mean, we have a practitioner program that we started last year. So we want to bring as many practitioners as we can into the fold. We've created what I term, that's not my term, but what I've adopted as our favorite term, business in a box. We've created these classes, and we've created activations and programs that once a practitioner is trained, they can bring that out into the world and offer it and teach classes through their own business. So that's really going to be my focus and my intentions, our intentions that we're expressing for our business this year.
Brilliant. And are there any prerequisites to be able to do this training? Do you have to have a certain background or foundation in something?
No, it's open to anyone. The only prerequisite is that a practitioner does our system first. It's a 4-week program. And they have to experience it before they can actually become a teacher of it. That's the only prerequisite. But no, there's no background requirements or anything like that. It's for anybody.
And then the actual, once you've done the 4 weeks, how long is that training thereafter?
The training is 18 hours. Our practitioner course is 18 hours. So it's pretty, it's intensive, but it's a fairly short period of training. And then we have, you know, I've got 15 classes that I train these practitioners on in addition to the actual system. So, and then, you know, multiple products. There's just minimal training on the multiple products. But yeah, the initial training is 18 hours.
And what does that enable you to do? Do you work then one-on-one with somebody, or is it in a group, or is how does it get delivered?
We have some options. We have group sessions for training, and then we also have one-on-one where I do the one-on-one. But there are options.
And does it tackle the person holistically, or, you know, help them deal with whatever crisis or problems they've got, or desires?
The system itself, when a person does the system before they decide to become a practitioner, they go through an activation that actually helps to rewire the energetics of their energy field. I spent 8 years mapping the human energy field because I'm an intuitive and I can see it. So I spent I spent all that time mapping the energy field, and then I created a system that effectively helps to rewire a person's energy field. So now that you don't really notice much of anything immediately when your energy field is rewired. So as part of the program, we teach people how to express intentions and affirmations and create a visualization. So they actually get to demonstrate their creative abilities after the rewire. So that's it's like the demonstration of what the rewire does for the energy field. But when we do the practitioner course, we go through all the layers of the energy field with the practitioner so they understand exactly what happens during the rewire. And then we train them on how to advise people to create effective intentions, affirmations, and visualizations so they can take their rewired energy field for a test drive.
Wow. Wow. And how does this compare to with other sort of rewiring systems, whether it's like NLP or like
that's a good question, because I don't know of another rewiring system. I mean, there are lots of different modalities out there that address the different layers of the energy field. Like, for example, EFT, emotional freedom tapping. We do a lot of tapping during our activations, but it's my understanding that the tapping that we do, it addresses a different operating system. So I don't know of another system that does this kind of a rewire. So it's really difficult for me to say, okay, well, as compared to this system, here's what it does differently. It's different and unique. And, like I said, I'm a channeler. This information all came through channel. And, I don't know who else has possession of it. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but this is a unique package that this information comes in.
And how does it make you feel quite humbled that you've been, you're the vehicle through which this is being delivered?
At the beginning, I was like, why me? But I think, just because I don't know, when I came into this world, I think I was just born a clear channel. So it was complicated. I mean, to spend 8 years going through the different intricacies of the energy field, it was really complicated, and it required a lot of patience. So I think maybe I have patience. So maybe that's why I was elected to bring this information in.
Yeah, because that's a long time, isn't it, to have all that?
Time.
Yeah. And before you actually saw results. So
yeah, I mean, it was really, I've been holed up like a mad scientist for 8 years. It's just within the past couple of years that I've gotten out and tested the system, and then now we're working the practitioner.
Yeah. Have you got sort of testimonials to share? People, have actually been through this and come out the other side, as it were.
We have a lot of testimonials, and it's different. The system itself is different for everybody, because the rewire is one element of it, but then when they go and they use, they express their intentions and affirmations, and they use their blueprint that they learn how to create with the system, they have very interesting results. So we have lots of testimonials and lots of people saying, wow, this really changed things. This changed my vision of a lot of different things, and it changed my life. So and then we have, everybody who has gone through the practitioner program has also participated in the sacred program, and they chose to become practitioners. So lots of testimonials, which is really, it's heartwarming for me.
Yeah. Brilliant. So now there's actually a core team around you, isn't it, to help support and introduce this?
Yes.
Yeah. Brilliant. So do you have anything so I know you wanted to share something with the members, the members here in this group, something that practical and something that they can use today to take away and help I'm not going to do a whole rewiring, but to just elevate their energies and to tune into more their intentions and how to formulate those.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we have, I created a list of intentions, and Esther will be distributing it. So if you want a copy of the PDF with the intentions. Now, when I wrote these intentions, I aim to use very high vibrating language. So when you state the intentions or you listen to the intentions, you may feel something. You feel it when those vibrations are really high. You actually feel it in your body sometimes, and it may spark some emotions, but that's a tool that you can have. You just have to provide your email address to Esther and she'll forward it to you. But I was thinking, what do you think about this? We could do a quick meditation today, and this would be about expressing some agreements, all right, making some commitments and expressing some kind of like soul supporting goals, but we'll do it together as a group.
Fabulous, yeah.
Okay.
We've got a few viewers on at the moment. So there's somebody said, I feel I need to clear blocks and be rewired. I feel at 52 that would be beneficial. And another one's, I don't think it's the same user, because there's no name against this on StreamYard. I believe in the power of the subconscious mind changes. So yeah, but yeah, no, I think we'd love that if you could guide us through one.
Oh, sure, sure. We'll just do a quick one, but
Yeah.
just take a few deep breaths, and it doesn't matter. You can leave your eyes open or close them, whatever feels more comfortable. Just take a few deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, and see golden energy as you're breathing in on that inhale. Imagine that you're breathing in golden energy that's distributed from divine sources. Imagine that's coming in on your inhale and then circulating through your whole body. Okay, so the energy you're going to generate during this meditation is meant to help you strengthen your inner foundation and align with the principles of the new paradigm, this new world that we're creating. The foundation of the new world we're creating will rest on the energetic foundations that we build for ourselves. So this is really important. Okay. So imagine that you're standing barefoot in the dense forest. Okay. And let your body drink up that moisture from the trees as you inhale. Feel the sunlight poking through the canopy above you as it warms you in parts of your body. Feel that warmth. Feel the twigs and dirt beneath your feet as you take a step forward. And know that as you stand here in the forest, you become part of the forest. You're connected to and with everything around you. Honor that connectivity and embrace it in all parts of your life by making an agreement with yourself. And if it feels right, integrate the energy of the following statement. You don't have to say it out loud, just if it feels right to you, agree to integrate that energy. I agree to honor divine connectivity as the gift it is and live in the abundance that it offers. Okay, another deep breath. As you breathe in, visualize that golden energy filling your lungs. Okay, and then push that energy from your lungs through all parts of your body. And as it circulates, it builds momentum. As it's building momentum, guide it to your heart. See it go right to your heart. Okay, and then capture that golden energy in a sphere inside your heart. Imagine there's a little golden sphere inside your heart. As you're pushing that golden energy in, capture it in the sphere. And this sphere is going to be your power source. Let that be your power source, your reservoir of power. Embrace your ability to harness and distribute divine light with guidance from your heart. If it feels right, integrate the energy of the following agreement. I agree to embrace divine light as my power source and motivation for action that aligns with the principles of the unity paradigm. Invoke that golden energy from your golden sphere in your heart. Call it to your hands. Okay, so you're taking it from your heart, from that sphere where you captured it, and you're sending it down your arms to your hands. Okay, know that you were born of divine energy. Therefore, you can call to it, and you can direct it upon command. That's your birthright. Okay, so send the energy to your hands and watch it pour out your palms. Imagine the energy that's coming from your hands, that it's molding itself into a crown in your hands. As it's pouring out, it's turning into this crown, right? When it's finished, lift that golden crown and put it on your head. Remember your divine nature. Embrace that remembrance and honor the divine love that flows through you. And if it feels right, integrate the energy of the following agreement. I agree to call on the remembrance of my divine heritage and infuse pure love into all of my actions. All right, you can do that because you're a divine creator. That's your birthright. Now you're going to invoke that energy again in your heart, in that golden sphere in your heart. This time, you're going to send it from your heart up to your throat, your mouth, and your eyes. So see it travel upward and see your throat, your mouth, and your eyes turning golden. Right? Now open your mouth and see that golden energy pouring out. Your mind's eye and your inner vision, see that energy pouring out your mouth. And notice that it's flowing from your eyes as well. This golden energy is also of divine origins, and it represents the most truthful, pure, and trustworthy communications that exist. When it comes out of you and through you, it becomes an offering to others. Embrace your ability to deliver divine truth through your physical vessel. And if it feels right, integrate the energy of the following agreement. I agree to exercise trust in my divine truth and convey that truth with conviction to benefit one and all. Okay. Now, last one, send the golden energy down to your hands again. As it pours out your palms, capture it in 2 golden spheres, just like the one that you put in your heart where you've captured that divine power. Have those 2 golden spheres at the ready, all right? Let the golden energy fill the spheres until they're big enough for you to step into. So these spheres, as they're filling with energy, they turn into these huge receptacles. The energy within these spheres can be molded as you wish, just like the crown. So focus on the first sphere and think of something that you wish for in your life. See the energy begin to move in the sphere, slowly at first and then with increasing intensity. Whatever it is that you've wished for, see that materialize according to your inner vision in that first sphere. Okay, now focus on the second sphere. Think of something you wish for on behalf of humanity. The energy that begins to swirl in the sphere moves more quickly until it whips around inside that sphere. Okay, whatever you've wished for on behalf of humanity, see that materialize as well. Now put your attention back on the first sphere and see yourself step into the sphere so you become integrated with that vision. And then offer the other sphere to Mother Earth. Watch as she takes it and it melts into the ground beneath you. Honor and embrace your creative abilities. And if it feels right, integrate the energy of the following agreement. I agree to use my divine creativity to bring this world to higher ground for myself as well as all other living beings. Okay. And then let's close this meditation out by connecting with gratitude, because gratitude serves to accelerate the circulation of energy we generated during the meditation and helps to bring energy into form. Okay, so if it feels right, integrate the energy of the following statement. I am grateful for the connectivity I am able to experience. I am grateful for the light power I am able to generate. I am grateful for the divine heritage that binds us together. I am grateful for my divine creativity. I am grateful for my inner vision that allows me to see the profound value in myself and all human beings. And so it is.
Thank you. That's very powerful. Thank you. I'm just going to give it a few moments in case anybody wants to pose a question for Aimee. Anything that's in their heart to express. We'll just give it a moment or two, because there might be a slight delay.
That's okay. We can just
Yeah.
keep breathing.
Exactly, yeah.
Breathing is really
Shihara Fern just said, wow, thanks so much, Aimee. So she's thank you.
My pleasure.
And there's another thank you as well. Again, I'm not sure the identity. I'll see it afterwards. I should really have my.
Right.
I didn't want to have too many gadgets open. I didn't want to have my phone as a distraction.
Right, right. I know. I
Yeah.
understand. So don't
Mm.
forget, viewers and listeners, don't forget that that document is available to you when you provide your email address to Esther. She'll send it to you so you can have that list of intentions, and they're
Mm.
soul supporting intentions. And also notice that they start with the words "I choose." When you're expressing an intention, you're coming from a place of power. If you say "I want" or "I need" or "I
That's a lack, isn't it?
desire,"
Mm.
it's a yeah. You're not connecting with your full power. "I choose" means that you're in full control.
Okay, that's very important to note. Thank you, and take on board. Brilliant. Thank you. Oh, I think that's it. I think we've had a few thank yous, and thank you actually to all of you who've actually made it live and supported us and listening in, and for any of those catching up on the replay, thank you. And yeah, Aimee, quite feel free, or I can do it for you. Just put a link into your website or to the program that you mentioned, if anybody wants to sort of investigate further and pursue it.
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
be great. There are lots of resources on the website too, lots of free
yeah,
activations and videos and podcasts. So please check out
yeah.
the website.
Yeah. I mean, you're very creative, Aimee, because it's like I've seen you in other groups, and it's like there's always so many powerful meditations that you do, and it's, affirmation type intentions and things like that.
Yes.
So it's yeah.
Thank you.
And you obviously qualified in EFT because I've seen you do the tapping too, or you know about it anyway.
Yeah, I know about EFT. I don't have the certification, but I
No,
do similar
no
type
enough.
tap.
Yeah, yeah, brilliant. Thank you, everyone, and thank you very much, Aimee. I really appreciate you taking
Thank you for
taking
having me.
time to be
Always a
with us.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.